Hello and good evening. We are being joined by Juhi Garg Godha, co-founder of ED Times, a news website targeting youth of India. First of all, congratulations, Juhi, for this award. And what is your experience like about this event?
Experience has been so far so good. Okay, the panel discussions have been very nice. I've not been here for a very long time, but whatever I'm hearing, all the panelists have been very, very insightful. And the award is like a cherry on top. Obviously, yeah, we'll be receiving it in a while, but I'm so thrilled to be getting it.
Right. Juhi, our viewers would like to know about this initiative of yours, ED Times, and what is it about?
So ED Times is a news website that we started primarily for the young people. We started as an economy blog. That's why the ED word is there. So it was economy decoded. From there, because it became very popular in the campuses and students really picked up to it, and a lot of students wanted to write for us. They said, "Can we write on different topics which affect us?" And knowing the youth, they are interested in everything and every topic. So it's not just economy that they're interested in reading. They want to know something about everything in their life. So be it lifestyle, be it politics, be it environment, they have an interest in every field. From there, we became a generalist. We actually pivoted a little and became a generalist youth media, which was ED Times then, because ED was what people used to relate us with. And after becoming that, I think the world really opened up for us. We did block partnerships with movies. So we did around 3 Dharma movies where we were their youth media partner. We did another movie, Kala Kandi, Tumhari Sullu, and all with Vidya Balan, etc. So that was one experience. We were in entertainment there. We worked with, I would say, all the top finance companies in India, HSBC, HDFC, ICICI, Lombard, you name them. They've been our clients in the finance world. And basically our purpose is to create really mindful, cerebral, yet engaging and easy content for young people to consume. So what we wanted to do is move away from the clutter of senseless fun content. Like, how much fun content will you consume? There were a few portals that you would spend a lot of time on, but were they adding value to your intellect? Were they adding value to your conversations? Were they adding any value to your life? So we wanted to do content. Initially, how we started was to do really good content for young people who, while scrolling, while having a good time, can consume it, and it can add something to their lives. Some information or addition to their education they're able to get through reading that content is done in such an easy and a light way that it's not technical. So even if we talk about, let's say, a financial topic which is technical, or economy or politics, we try and do it in a way that even a really like a person who's just started out in the current affairs world is able to grasp it and take back something from it. That was the whole purpose of ED Times.
Since your target audience is young people of India, most of who are students in their age, and students are constantly evolving, you get thousands of new batches every year. How has consumption changed over the years?
Consumption has changed in terms of the attention span has become even lesser. So earlier it was 3 seconds. I think now it's just 1 second. And I think the best thing is that the readers today are able to identify between a clickbait and a non-clickbait. The fact that we stood on and held our ground despite being in the same world as big mammoths like Economic Times, Times of India, and the other big media, we were very small and we had just started out, but we were very sure we don't want to do clickbaity content. We don't want to do sensational content. Entertainment is something that always gets the eyeballs. But we were very mindful that we don't want to do only entertainment. We definitely want to do good content. At the end of the day, when you read our stories, they really should make a difference to you. So I feel that readers over time do understand which are the outlets which give you something in return. And they're not just there for, that instant gratification, and they're not just viral. So we tend to stay away from the virality of the content. We try and see what is the value, like value driven content. And that I feel readers over time definitely appreciate. And they've been able to see the difference in ED Times content. Otherwise, we wouldn't have survived for so long. We've been here for 5-7 years now, despite all the bigwigs around us. But the fact that Google News funded us and they picked us up in their first cohort in India, I think is a big validation that we are doing something right. And even if, we are not competing with Times of India in terms of, their revenue or their views, we definitely know that our viewers know what they will get from ED Times content. So if we go viral on a story, it's because of the content standard.
You said that students and the audience of ED Times is consuming every form of news, right? But this is an era of misinformation at the same time. A lot of things we see, a lot of fact checks have now emerged. So, is ED Time addressing that challenge also?
Yes, very much. So we feel that sometimes some stories which are highly misinformed or disinformed, it's important that as youngsters, because they're the ones who are going to form the future of the country, and they form opinions very quickly. Suddenly they'll be trolling or not trolling somebody. They'll be side. They take opinions very quickly. So for us, where we feel that a story has gone completely haywire and there needs to be a fact check, we also work with other fact checking organizations, where even the cohort that we did with Google News, they also taught us how to correct our news and make sure that we are only publishing verified news. We go for those kind of articles. One, two, we always have 3 to 4 minimum sources that we mention at the end of every story, so as to tell the reader that this is not what we are writing. This is coming from these top high authority websites, high authority news agencies. And third, all our writers are Reuters approved. They've all done their certification from Reuters journalism course, and that also teaches them the basics of how to write. Then we try and keep very, very strong editorial guidelines in terms of what is published, what is not, and how to verify every piece of news. So I think for me the lucky point was that when I was invited by World Economic Forum Davos to be on their media committee, we brought about, in 2 years' time, we published a paper on misinformation, disinformation, and fake news. And that was people from around the world in the Media Council. So you had people from Switzerland, people from London, I was there from India, you had someone representing Twitter. So we all were there in the Media Council and we published a paper on disinformation. So I think that topic is very close to my heart.
Thank you so much for speaking to us, and thank you. Congratulations to you for this wonderful initiative.
So much. Thank you.